Okay, so I want to introduce you guys then. I don't know what you said because it's dropping out on my end, so I hope you can hear me. Nina, you can hear me too because this is important that you hear this. Yes?
Yes, you're all
Okay,
good.
great. All right. So you guys don't know this, but Nina and I go back at least a decade, I think, even more. We were kind of like new kids on the block in the training circuit, reading tons of books together. She came to one of my earliest workshops I ever even figured out I could do a workshop. But what I've always admired about Nina is, some of you don't know this, but you feel it, is she has this passion for learning, and she's such an energetic person when it comes to growth, when it comes to results. And then I remember me working hard, bawling, thinking I'm doing well. And she was one of the first people in our group to actually get a property. And I was so inspired by that. And she did further than that. She went into working for real estate, became the top salesperson there. So when it comes to things like sales, Nina's definitely had the skills from so long ago. But the best thing about her is she's got one of the biggest hearts I know, and goes way out of her way for so many people. And I think for me, if I had to put kudos down to where would you want to learn how to sell consciously, Nina embodies and infuses that all in one. So with that mastery of sales experience and strategies, getting sales results, the amount of relationships and connections she's made, I felt that no other person would be the best to showcase what conscious sales looks like. And so I'd love you guys to help me introduce, with a big round of applause, Nina Concepcion, who has the company called Institute of Conscious Sales. So looking forward to this presentation to learn some stuff. So over to you, Nina, when I give you hosting power, actually. So really excited about this. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can do this right.
It's done. She's our co-host.
Oh, she is? Oh, cool. How did you do that? Okay, don't worry about me. Over to you.
Amazing. So firstly, thank you so much for the beautiful welcome. Every time Aaron talks, I just can't stop smiling. My cheeks hurt and I haven't even started talking yet. It was so beautiful. Thank you, Aaron. Okay, so I'm just going to share my screen with you guys, and I'm going to start my timer as well so that I can see what you guys are. I actually want to see all your beautiful faces. I'm going to stick you guys in the top right-hand corner. Okay, so yes, as Aaron mentioned, I'm a conscious sales coach. So I am the founder, and I'm the one who created Conscious Sales. I branded it as Conscious Sales because I have a massive background in real estate, which I'm going to share a little bit about with you guys. I'm getting all tongue-tied already. You guys are all making me nervous. And so I'm super, super, super passionate about bringing sales into the conscious community, into heart-centered entrepreneurs who are here to actually make a difference. And so a little bit about me in a nutshell. So I support ambitious female coaches predominantly in building their coaching business from 0 to 6 figures. And so from people who absolutely have no experience whatsoever, who have a dream and haven't even gotten their first paying client, I support them in getting their first paying client normally within the first couple of weeks. But the promise of one of my programs, Conscious Coaching 101, is within 90 days. And I also support them in being able to transition, move into coaching full time, and start to build a 6-figure income. So in Australian dollars or US dollars or Canadian dollars, that's 100K plus as a coach. So who am I? Let's see. There we go. All right. So a little bit about my experience. So I come from a Filipino background. So my last name is Concepcion. Most people get that wrong. It's fine. I'm not bothered anymore. So I actually moved to Sydney when I was 1. Hence why I sound so Australian. People are like, oh, you sound so Aussie. I'm like, yeah, I've grown up in Australia. So my parents moved here when I was very young. And I found that I had these massive insecurities about not fitting in, about having a flat nose. People used to tease me all the time. People used to call me fish lips. And so I always felt a little bit out of place. And I remember going through school and going through university and just asking myself, what do I want to do with my life? I feel like I'm destined for more than just getting a job and then dying. or going and getting a degree, getting a job, working till I retire and then dying. I just knew something, there was something more that needed to come through me. And I remember I was at uni. I was actually in the process of doing a double degree and in exercise physiology of all things. People are like, oh wow, it's so different to what you're doing now. I'm like, yeah, it's so different. And I was doing a double degree, and I remember I thought to myself during my 3-month university break, I thought to myself, during this time, I want to learn something. I want to do something I'm excited about. I want to do something that I'm interested in. So if I'm going to get paid, if I'm going to get a 3-month job, then I may as well learn something that I'm excited about and that interests me. And so I decided to apply into a whole bunch of different real estate offices because I was always interested in property. It just fascinated me. And I literally applied at every single job I could find online, and one place called me back. And so they offered me a role, and from there I fell in love with personal development. I realized that I absolutely love speaking to people on a whole new level. And it was then that I really got clear about the fact that sales isn't about lying. It's not about manipulation. It's not about trying to convince anyone of anything. Sales is about you being able to share who you are and supporting someone in making a decision that is right for them, that they already know is what they want and is right for them. If they do not have that realization, or if it's not what they want, then we are not in the space to push anything onto anyone. Our role is to find the people who are here to work with us and who are ready. And for the people who aren't ready yet, to support them and nurturing them and shifting their mindset as best as possible in showing them the potential of where they can go and what they want to achieve, and the fact that it is actually possible. So that was back in 2012, 2013. And so I left real estate. I saw the amazing Brendan Burchard speak. Aaron knows I always talk about Brendan Burchard. So I saw Brendan speak, and I was actually in the process of opening up my own office. I just moved out of home. I bought my own place in Sydney at the age of 21. So I had a mortgage. And then I saw Brendan speak, and I had this massive aha moment. And I realized, oh my gosh, I'm here to do so much more. I'm here to be a coach, a speaker, and an author. And I realized that even though I was so passionate about real estate, I had outgrown that version of myself. I had a new vision for myself. I had a new realization of what I was here to do. And for me, having the realization that everything I have experienced in my life was for something, that I could support someone in having a better life by sharing with them the experiences that I've had, the lessons that I've learned, and the challenges that took me years and years and years to learn. If I could accelerate that process for them, the thought of that just really lit me up. The problem is I was trying to do everything and trying to be everything to everyone. And one of the things that I wrote down when Aaron was talking is that when you start serving more, you realize you actually do not have the energy to work with everybody. And I feel that that's what authentic selling is all about. Getting really clear and really honest with yourself and being in your integrity, saying to yourself, no, I'm not here to work with everybody. I want to work with the people who I feel in the most alignment with, who I feel I'm going to have fun with. I call them soulmate clients, our soul clients. They're the ones who are going to get the biggest return on their investment, and we're going to get the most fulfillment working with them. And they're also going to be the ones who take the most action. So they're just going to fuel our clarity and our belief in what we're here to do. So I was just trying to do everything and just trying to do everything for everybody. So I was running events, I was speaking at other events, I was launching an online membership, I was coaching, I was just doing way too many things. I was writing my book, and I burnt myself out. So not long after that, I fell pregnant. And I was like, oh, what am I going to do? I did not plan for this to happen. Yes, she's an amazing, beautiful gift, but she was definitely a surprise. And so she was really a big part of my catalyst of what kicked me into gear and made me realize I need to get my finger out of my ass, and I need to stop playing in my comfort zone. I need to get more strategic, and I need to, again, hire a coach. And so, too far. Here we go. And so this year, I went to, this is one of my mentors, Kate Gray. I absolutely love her. So I went to her mastermind in January 2020. I went to a mastermind. That's me there making a stupid face. And it was really, really eye-opening for me. And the biggest thing that I took away from that event was I realized I was playing small. I realized that I was, in a way, the smartest one in my group of friends. And there's a really famous saying, if you're the smartest one in your group of friends, then you need to get some more friends. And I realized I was playing small. I realized I stopped dreaming. I realized that I stopped having a vision for myself. And so I got really clear on what that vision was for me moving forward. I decided to back myself and use the last $1,000 on my credit card, which was going to be taken out in a few weeks. And I decided to commit to working with my mentor one-on-one. And since then, I've had the consistency in my business that I've always wanted. I've quadrupled my income in the last year. And I'm also supporting my clients and doing the same. So one of my other clients who has just come on board with me, she was stuck between 3 to 6K a month. And in the first month, she closed $50,000 worth of sales. And in her first 2 months, she closed over $100,000 worth of sales. And so my message for you guys is, if you're not getting the results you want, go and hire a coach. Go and find a mentor who is further along in the journey, who you resonate with, who you know, like, and trust, and who you feel is living the sort of life that you want to live, because it's so possible. You just need to find the support in accelerating that process for you. So a little bit about what happens next. So if you guys know anyone who is a struggling coach, or somebody who wants to get into coaching and doesn't know how, or if they're stuck at the ceiling of not being able to get consistent clients, or they're stuck at the $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 mark every single month, and they just cannot crack that 10K month, then this is exactly what I do. So my conscious sales method is a proven, designed method in supporting coaches in getting consistent 5-figure months. And so if you guys want to direct them to me, I always screen everyone who I work with and find out where they're from and how they find me. But you can direct them to www.conscioussalescoach.com. It will direct them to a free guide. And then from the free guide, there's also my free event and also a free call. So there's different touch points where they can connect with me, or you could also send them my email directly. Thank you guys so much. Again, it's Nina Concepcion here, Conscious Sales Coach, and I am just honored to be here. Yay, 10 minutes. I was like,
that was like absolutely on the dot. That was fantastic. So before we let Nina run away, because we won't, has anyone got any clarification questions? Could be about her program, who her ideal client is, or maybe there's something that wasn't clear. Anyone have any questions to ask her? This is a Q&A section, so we always get that. Or how you can support her. Definitely picked my brain.
I didn't talk much about conscious sales. I talked more about story, but I definitely know a lot about sales. So if you guys have any questions, any objections, so I do a lot of role play with my clients, and I found that having specific objections that they come to me with and knowing how to have overcome that objection is something that's super, super, super powerful for them. So if you guys have been on any one-to-one calls and you're like, what would I say to that? So I'll give you guys an example, maybe to jog your memory. So the biggest objection for most people is one of my clients said to me, Nina, I still freak out when people tell me that they don't have the money. And I said to her, you will continue to freak out until you stop freaking out about money yourself. Money is just a reflection of their commitment. That's all it is. When people pay, they pay attention. It's not actually about the money. It's not about us getting paid. It's about them showing them their commitment to themselves and them investing in themselves through us. That's all it is. And what's also really, really, really fascinating, right, is when people pay, not only do they pay attention, but when people pay, you level up in a way that you've never leveled up before, because you realize how committed you are. You're like, I better freaking make this work. I don't have a choice now. And as a coach, when we get paid, we have to level up. If we're in our integrity and if we're heart-centered, we will make sure that that person gets a crap load of value, because we want to make sure that it's valuable for them. So the hardest thing for a lot of people getting into the coaching space is imposter syndrome, right? It's my mentor says that the only people who have imposter syndrome are the people who are good at what they do.
Yeah.
The people who are shit actually are not good, like actually do not have imposter syndrome. So the biggest thing is that fear of, can I actually deliver? I can almost guarantee you that if you're heart-centered, I can pretty much guarantee you, if you're heart-centered and you get paid, you will show up, you will deliver. So get paid first and you will show up. Action precedes confidence. It's one of my favorite sayings of mine. Action precedes confidence. Confidence does not happen if you do not take any action. You do not feel confident getting on sales calls if you do not get on sales calls. You do not feel confident in what you have to offer if you're not actually doing it. You don't say that you can drive if you haven't actually gotten behind a wheel and you've just done your theoretical test. Theory is not action. Action is action. So just circling back, when it comes to money, I said to her, the biggest thing with money is people use money as an excuse. It's not actually about money. You need to focus on what is the actual pain point that they're in, what is their current situation, and why are they done with that situation. If they are wanting to stay there, they're not in enough pain. So it's our role to show them, if nothing changes in 3, 6, 12, 24, 24 months, 48 months, if nothing changes, what does your life look like? What is the impact on your family? What is the impact of the people in your life? And once they realize, oh crap, I need to make a change now, that's when they're going to invest. Because when people are in enough pain, they're willing to do what it takes to find the money. It's not about the money being available. It's about finding the money and also holding that vision. People just want you to believe in them. Les Brown says, borrow my belief in you until your belief takes over. I say to my clients all the time, I believe in you. And they're like, can I? Do I really? And I say to them, borrow my belief in you until your belief takes over. So hold the vision of what you see for them, but you must hold it for yourself first. You must lead yourself first. If you do not lead yourself, you cannot lead others. So hold that vision for yourself, be in your integrity, walk the walk, and you will automatically start to do it for your clients as well. And really lean in and see, why does your situation have to change? Because if you're not in enough pain, you're in your comfort zone. When you're in your comfort zone, you don't take any action. So support people in getting out of their own way and support people in realizing why they need to make a change today.
Nina Concepcion. Did you hear that fire? Wow. Wow. You know, you guys don't know. We catch up for weeks and this never stops. She just drops it like it's hot. Fire. Honey, I learned so much. I'm so proud of you. Like I feel like I'm in church, gonna just like lean back and jack in. That was just, and you guys gonna taste it? Yeah, how'd you got it? So imagine she's selling your property. You get what I'm saying? Imagine she's like in your corner supporting you. You that's I don't know who's here listening to this. I wish so many people I wish just came to listen to, because I feel spoiled by this. It's and my team know this. I've always talked about sales is nothing to do with money, and it's to do with the willingness to serve others and help them through navigating their own problem, and then you being the sole person to back yourself and them to get them over the line. And the right people who do this are usually experiencing imposter syndrome. I mean, that's the holy grail right there. And I couldn't have said it. I couldn't have said it. I'm not that smart. You just nailed it. So has anyone got anything to add or thank you? Or actually, let's just turn this shit around. We've got 30 minutes. It doesn't matter. Maybe Haji, what was your biggest takeaway from Nina's presentation or eclectic download of content in the last 2 minutes at the end? That was just great, man. I'm sorry. I'm coming back for another call after this. That was amazing. So Haji, what was your takeaway? We'll go. Everyone's gonna say something. You gotta gift her back, guys, because she really, honestly, she charges for that shit.
Before Haji speaks, I want to share one more thing.
Right.
I want to share one more thing. I
it's not
think
one,
it's
but
also important to realize that when you start really serving and you see the impact, that your medicine and your value has in the life of the people that you work with, I asked one of my clients this because she's in her comfort zone. And I said to her, what's the impact that you've had on your clients? And she told me. And I said, so how does it make you feel thinking of if they didn't work with you? Where would they still be? And so you getting in your own way right now means that there's still people out there who are in that situation. Because if we were doing this for us, we would have stopped long ago.
Straight up.
To my clients, there's a difference between what you want and what you're called to do. Very different.
Say that again.
There is a massive difference between what you want and what you're called to do. When you're called to do it, you get out of your own way. You just do what needs to get done. I use the analogy of being a mum, being a parent. You don't have a choice to get up and take care of your child. You just do. So when we really embrace and follow our calling, it's not a want anymore. I don't want it. It's already coming through me. I just need to get out of my own way. I'd love to hear everyone's takeaway now.
We just gobsmacked.
I think I need the replay, actually.
I'm recording. I'm like, I got crumpets. I'm going to sell the shit out of this one.
As soon as I heard that, I posted it in the chat. I was like, I know, like, we're going to need this. And especially me, I'm like thinking, I have to put it in. So just so that everyone knows.
I have a
It'll
headache.
be posted on Facebook and you can watch it.
Epic.
You can catch it again.
Who are you, Nina?
Yes, it definitely did just flow out of me very quickly. I was like, I'm just going to get out as much as I can.
Right.
Normally I have more time.
That's some
but
conscious
I'm like,
stuff. Oh, missed you. This is amazing. Welcome to my world, guys. I've had 10 years of this. It just has never stopped. I forgot.
That was amazing.
Yeah, Ajay, go ahead.
I don't really have any questions right now. I'm kind of just reveling in what happened. I'm very passionate about what I'm doing and how it's affecting my clients and seeing their transformation, and it moves me forward. However, I'm in the phase or the season or the progress of getting this out, getting my passion out to people so they know more about it, because I know it works. I have so much social proof, and some have gone through my courses and stuff. I know it works and I'm passionate about it. But when I hear something like to infuse more direct into getting it to be more clear about what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. So that's my only feedback. Thank you. If I watch it again, I would have about 5 more different points to say, but wow, amazing. You've worked very hard to do, and it shows. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you. I want to share with you guys, I think it's really easy. It's really easy to see somebody who's unconsciously competent at what they do and not realize how much work they have put in. So I was in sales almost a decade now, and the standard in real estate is talking to 50 people a day. I spoke to 100 people a day for 2 years straight as a week. So I have had a lot of conversations, a lot. I've been a coach now for 8 years. It took me 8 years to crack the 6-figure mark, 8 years in my business. So it's really easy to see an overnight success, but if you look at the hours and the time that was invested, there's actually a lot that we are all unconsciously competent in. It's just uncovering what we're unconsciously competent in and finding the overlap of our unique value and what the marketplace values. And when I found that sweet spot, that's when my business exploded.
Damn, I can't type. I'm dyslexic. That was a good one right there. We recorded. That's good. Awesome. Michelle,
when
take
you
away.
find the overlap of your unique value and the marketplace.
You're using big words again. Just send it to me.
Trainings.
Put it in the
There's
comments.
An overlap.
You're a better typer. You know I'm not going to get there. You've seen my writing. It's not going to happen.
There's an overlap of your unique value and the marketplace. When you find what that overlap is, that's where the biggest impact is and where the biggest amount of abundance is, not just with regard to wealth, fulfillment, and the number of people you can reach.
Preach. Preach. Wow. All right, just quickly, I'm conscious of time. Michelle, you want to say something or give her a takeaway or a gift for your experience?
Can you be your future presentation? I'm so sorry. Can you be your future presenter again? Because I'm not even
Always.
asking Aaron anymore. It's like, please be our future presenter.
Always.
Yeah.
So
We'll get her back.
I want to
Get
be
her
doing
back.
is speaking. I love speaking. Speaking is like my favorite thing in the world.
Speaking is
So,
your arm.
always.
It's just an extension of you.
guys-
It's just your
If
second
you guys
arm.
ever need a speaker, I'm there. You don't even need to sell me it. Just Nina,
Nah,
we need
totally.
a speaker. Yep. Let me know when.
I think we should get her on this
I
this
am
other
the type
platform.
of person.
Go on, Michelle. Sorry.
Oh, definitely. No, like I'm just the type of person that needs to process things, like especially when it gets deep. But when you just started speaking, that was just like on a whole nother level, and like I just couldn't keep up. So as I was processing, I had to share in the group too, like this is recorded, so people have to know that they can find the recording on Facebook. And so thank you so much for sharing, and I'm just so very grateful that this is recorded so that we can look back to it, because that was just so much to really process. And once I actually process it, I will send you a message. I'm pretty sure I'll have a lot of message.
Yeah, honestly, guys, just reach out to me. I'm a friend with Aaron on Facebook, so I've built my brand completely organically up until this point on Facebook. So if you just search Nina Concepcion, you guys will find me. There's not many people with my name. Honestly, just reach out, and I'm happy to connect with you guys.
Well, your interview went live, so maybe we'll add more tags, because I saw some of them were there, but we didn't add some others. So as she's rebranding and doing some cooler stuff, so we'll tag all the links to her interview, which is kind of going a bit viral there. So well done, you. That's pretty good, man. So yeah, no, amazing. Anyone else? So
Aaron
shall we?
Also did interview me last
Yeah.
couple weeks ago. So if you guys wanted to have an hour of me talking,
Oh my God, that was amazing. Haji, did you see that? We posted it in
that
the
interview
circle
as well.
Oh, epic. Yeah, it was epic. I played it twice.
That
so
was
epic.
fun.
So epic. The edited parts I'll send to you myself. They were even more fun.
Just in case.
Yeah, so we'll post a link on YouTube here. Michelle can do that. Okay, anyone else? Otherwise, we'll move on, guys. I want to honor your time. We've got 20 minutes to go. We're almost near the end, actually, but it's been amazing. Okay, well, it's not the end. It's just the beginning. And like I said, I was just more excited to get you guys to meet Nina, because this girl has been there from the beginning, and she would tell you how many books a day. Actually, she'd come to me with 2 books at a time to have a conversation, and we'd talk for hours. This girl just guzzles information, and then she translates it in such an inspiring way. So just wanted to acknowledge you again. Big round of applause again for Nina. Thank you so much. Love you. That was brilliant. And it's recorded. You're going on Facebook. So we're going to watch this all over again. This is great. This is really, really good. Okay, shall we continue? So amazing. Yeah, man, I couldn't write fast enough. So we're going to have to put some memes or something on that shit. That's really cool. Okay, so again, just a last little plug here. If, as Nina was talking, the goal in this network is not just to get kind of starstruck by her wisdom and her